up with this dish recently, and I think you're going to like it. I have about a 1 1/3 pound piece of wild salmon, wild caught salmon. And I just have a little olive oil on the bottom of the pan. What I want to do is poach it in the oven because I don't want it to be crusty. So I'm going to put about a 1/2 cup of lime juice over it. You can use lemon juice as well. And a 1/2 cup of white wine. Then I just want to season it with a little bit of salt, about a teaspoon of pepper too. I'm going to cover it with heavy foil. And put it in a 375-degree oven for about 20-25 minutes. While the salmon is poaching, I'm going to work on two things. My water is boiling for my pasta, so of course I put in a handful of salt. And I'm going to cook a pound's worth of rigatoni. I think that's the appropriate pasta to use for this dish. So I put that in, get that cooking away. I also, in this pan, in this very large skillet, I have a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of butter, and I've got a lot of onions. These are 3 medium onions that I've chopped. I'm going to saute them until they're tender. I'm going to add I have some dried dill, so I'm going to add a good tablespoon's worth of dried dill. Dill and salmon, you know, go great. So I'll saute that a little bit more until they're soft. Ooh, smells so good. See my salmon. My salmon is perfectly poached, so I just want to let it cool down enough to handle it. My pasta is done. Over here I have my onions sauteed with dill. They're so nice and tender. My salmon has cooled off, so what I want to do is flake it into all of that. Oh my gosh. I love the colors too. So I have all my salmon in there. Now, this wonderful lime juice and white wine, I'm going to add about a 1/2 cup in there for flavor. Next, I drain my perfectly cooked pasta. Never rinse it. Add that to the pan. We start tossing everything together. And we add a 1/2 cup, maybe a little bit more, of heavy cream. Now now we put it all together. I'm going to take my big skillet full of goodies, put it in a platter. And now for the crowning glory. This is about a cup's worth of pistachios that I coarsely chopped. And I'm going to sprinkle them all over the top. And the reason I didn't mix them in, because I don't want them to get soggy. I want them to be crunchy. Lots of pistachios. You'll love it. I was thinking about when I was growing up, pistachios. Remember when they were dyed red? Do you know why they were dyed red? For two reasons. One is, in the United States, they wanted them to be more attractive and you'd notice them more if they were dyed red. They also wanted to dye them red to cover the flaws in the naturally tan pistachios. And what's fascinating about pistachios is they've been around since 7000 BC and they still taste good to me.